You both said today that you love each other, and I believe it. But I'm trying to tell you, love is not enough for a successful marriage. There's so many other things that go in it. It's not just about you anymore.
Here is today's case.
Rashad and Bruce met 7 years ago outside of a club in Atlanta and felt an instant connection. Though they started off as friends, they eventually became a couple. Rashad has always said he and Bruce were meant to be. In March of this year, Bruce proposed to Rashad and they moved in together to begin their new lives as one. Now, Bruce's constant partying and selfish behavior has caused Rashad to move out and he wants him to pay. Today, they find themselves here in divorce court.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Spruill versus Franklin.
Thank you, Juan. Rashad Spruill,
Yes, Your Honor.
you are suing the defendant Bruce Franklin for $450. You say he owes you the value of moving company fees you paid when you moved recently.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand the two of you are engaged.
Yes, we
Give me
are.
some background on how you ended up here.
So basically, like, he proposed to me, I moved in with him, but I moved out because of, like, certain things. So now I'm just to the point where if things don't change, then we can't get back together.
What do you have to say, sir?
Honestly, I'm at the point where I'm a little bit lost for words when it comes to him trying to sue me for money. Like, I'm at the point where I'm willing to either walk away or figure it out.
Now, the two of you have been together for 7 years,
The on and off, yeah.
but you've been engaged for 4 months.
Yes, ma'am.
But you moved out 3 months ago.
Yes.
Okay, so during this time period of being engaged, you've been living apart for close to 3 months
Pretty
of
much,
the 4 months of
yes.
the engagement.
Yes.
Not off to a good start.
It kind of was, but I just kind of got fed up and just decided to move out.
Do you think the engagement put extra pressure on the two of you? Because you moved out pretty quickly after the two of you got engaged.
No, well, see, I moved out for, like, a specific reason. It wasn't, like, because of, anything like that.
So what's happening here?
Well, he proposed
Because
to me.
you're still wearing your ring.
Yes, because I'm, the ring is very pretty, it's a situation, I gotta, let the people know I'm engaged. But, like, he proposed to me, we were in a restaurant, we were just sitting together, and prior to us even dating, he would just say, listen, I'm gonna marry you one day. Mm-hmm. And when he proposed to me, it definitely, like, came full circle. He proposed about 3 months ago. He asked me, could I come stay with him? And I did. Mm-hmm. And in the process of me staying with him, it just was a lot going on, so I just decided I had to roll.
How did the two of you meet, sir?
7 years ago, we met at the club. Look, he was giving me the eye, no shade.
That's all it takes for you.
Pretty much, he was giving me the eye, staring me down, and he sent me no, did I send you a DM?
You sent me a DM.
But I sent him a DM, but I wasn't, like, trying to holler him. I sent him a DM like, hey, let's hang out one day. So,
Well, that is trying to holler.
no, but you know what it was, though? I was kind of saying, like, hey, boo, like we have a lot of mutual friends type of thing.
So you were trying to get with him.
Yeah, kind of, but I didn't want him to know that, I want him
Okay.
to think we supposed to be just friends, yeah.
When people slide in your DMs, they know, just so you know.
That's true.
Okay? So what happened?
So like, we started hanging out, like, all the time, and, we ended up falling for each other.
And it's been 7 years,
Yes.
and things haven't been working out because now the two of you are engaged but living apart.
Well, see, so the thing about us living apart is this, okay? This is, like, during the whole time that the whole COVID thing happened. Like, this was, like, when it was, like, very, very prominent. Like, literally, like, it just had happened. Like, you're supposed to be quarantined. And he was out, like, every single night. I just honestly am shocked that anybody on earth wants to go out that much. He was out, when I say every single night, it honestly was offensive. So I told him that, I really felt like he wanted to catch corona. I'm like, why are you out? Like, he was out every single night.
So not only was he out every night, but it was during a pandemic.
Thank you.
So where were you?
Your Honor, I was at a close friend's house. We
Every night? After you got engaged?
Every night.
Well, we were in the house a lot in the beginning.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're quarantined in a pandemic.
Thank you.
So I thought it was okay to hang out with my friend, my best friend Cam. He knows my best friend, so it was in a safe setting. We weren't out amongst a whole bunch of people.
Every night?
It wasn't every night. I feel like it was more so like
How many nights a
Every
week?
other night.
maybe 2 nights a week, 3 nights a week.
4.
Yeah. At that point, I was kind of fed up because It's Shad's way or the highway. So I have
Was
to
he
literally-
welcome to join you at your friend's house?
And yes.
And he
Sean.
just didn't want to go because listen.
Oh,
he
sorry.
didn't want to go because there's a pandemic going
Right.
on, and he's trying to be safe at
Right.
home, which is what people were instructed to do.
Thank
But
you.
he'll tell me to extend the invite too. That will be part of the argument when I get
Well,
home.
still show some respect, and if you're gonna
Thank
go,
you.
you can't say,
And
it's
this
his
has been
decision to say
This
no.
has been going on since before the pandemic started.
So, but now that it's happened, did you tell him you didn't like him going out three,
this
4
is-
nights a week?
Well, I was saying to him that he should be safe because he was always out. So it was a night, right? He told me, he was like, oh, babe, I'm going out. But he said he was going to the gym. I get on Instagram. He on there, bankhead bouncing, Harlem shaking.
No.
So I creeping. I'm like, what are you doing? And his friends, it was like 5 of them. They were doing a routine. It was just too much. I told him, I said, listen, I got the roll. Listen, y'all up here doing dance routines, and you're supposed to be in the house.
Is that true?
Well,
You said it was just you and your friends, safe
it was
and
just
sound.
me and my friend.
So it was a group.
Thank
a
you.
couple of people.
But he don't. You may know them, but he doesn't know
He
them. And his
doesn't know
concern is you're going back home to him.
Correct.
Period.
So it's not just about you; it's about him as well. You can't, for 2 months, which they asked us to do, stop doing your group dances on Instagram and stay home with your
I
fiance.
could have, but I was actually stressed out at the time
Oh.
from everything that we were going through personally. So that was.
And so
my
you
main
had to
reason.
dance it off.
Yes, I had to shake it off. And that was that's
Off
like my
beat.
therapy. He doesn't wear his ring when he's out.
So how do you know he's not wearing his ring?
Because I see things on social media.
One day I ate chicken like lemon pepper, and look, I promise you, the next day I could not get my ring off.
So that's the reason that you're on social media without a ring.
That's-
All those
yeah.
times. You eat that much chicken. One of you talked about the fact that you have to go out and meet people and make connections because of your work.
I mean, listen, I'm Shad Santiago, okay? Like, I am, I'm a public figure. I'm an influencer. Like I have to, I don't have to go out, you know what I'm saying? But when I do, you working, around people in the industry, you know
He's
how.
always out. And
But this wasn't, but not during the pandemic,
and-
though, that's for sure. I was in the house relaxing, okay? Not trying to catch corona.
And he doesn't wear his ring when he's out, also. So that's one of the biggest problems that I have with us.
Well, okay, you only been engaged 4 months.
Yeah.
And y'all been apart most of the time that you've been engaged. So how do you know he's not wearing his ring?
Because I see things on social media, Your Honor. I see him talking to his followers. There's no ring in sight. And then the followers actually commenting under his picture, where's your ring? I thought you was engaged. And it's making me look crazy because
What does he
people-
say? Does he respond to them?
He tells them to mind their business. He gets an attitude if I ask him about it. And it's really not funny. I'm laughing right now, but in the moment,
It hurt your
really hurt me.
feelings.
Let's be clear, I announced my engagement on social media prior to him announcing it. Okay, I announced it, everyone knows I'm engaged. Do you know how, like, if you eat, like, chicken or, like, any salty food, your finger get, like, a little swollen? And you gotta, like, take the ring
I've
off?
never had that
That's
problem,
the story.
actually.
Well, I'm so serious. Listen, one day I ate chicken, like, for, like lemon pepper. And look, I promise you, the next day I could not get my ring off.
Okay.
So when I finally got off, I had to let my finger breathe for a while. So I had to take the ring off.
So that's the reason that you're on social media without a ring. All those times. You eat that much chicken.
Then, no, I promise you, I love lemon pepper wings or flats front. I do it all the time.
So if you have to choose lemon pepper wings or wearing your ring, which direction you going?
I wear the ring, but like I said, like it just get a little tight. It just was a situation. It was really stressful.
So prior to you staying home to be safe, he says that you were going out too much and he didn't like it.
He's a psycho. So let's be clear, okay? We were out together at a bar, right? And this is the thing. He does everything, right, that he does not want done to him. So this man is at this bar, right? I mean, talking to everybody, lollygagging, hand over everybody's shoulders, making it a big thing. I'm walking outside, just talking to somebody that I know. This man is hiding in the bushes and jumps out and tries to attack us.
Yeah, but there was a reason why I waited around and
But
waited
why?
to see
You
what
were-
you were doing.
What happened?
He
Why are
was
you in
in
the
the
bushes
club.
lurking?
Psycho.
Mingling and wingling in the corner with some guy. And
While you were there too?
Yes, while I was there. I had
He's
stepped
not-
away. I think I went to the bar at the time. Yeah, I went to the bar to get our drinks.
And in
When I
that
came
amount
back-
of time, he was with somebody
Yeah.
else.
And I think he claims it's one of his supporters. That's what
It
they
was,
call
and
him.
we
One of
were
us
in the
supporters.
corner.
What did you see that caused you
I seen
concern?
hands and I seen them in each other's face, and they were like cadoodling in the corner.
Oh.
And I'm like, what the hell is what's
While you're there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I proceeded to ask
That's
him.
pretty bold, don't
and
you
when
think?
Yeah, I thought so. But he's, like always, he always says, these are my supporters. This is one of my fans. This is just a friend. And I'm like, a supporter's not supposed to be rubbing on your back. And
Oh, was he rubbing on your
No,
back?
that man was not.
Yes,
Listen,
he
Was he touching
drunk.
you?
No,
and
like
then
touching my
proceeded
arm.
to walk you to your car after.
Yes, because I was
Okay,
a little
and so-
tipsy. I was a little wobbly. He
and-
had to walk me to the car.
Okay, but he was with you. So why didn't you wait for him?
He ended up leaving.
Because
out.
I got an attitude because he didn't listen to what I said when I said, what is this dude doing in your face? Why are you showing him that much attention? And why does it seem like y'all got something else going on?
So when did you proceed to go and hide in the bushes?
Oh, when I was at the car, there happened to be some steps right there. I wasn't in the bushes. I was on the side of the bushes sitting on the stairs. So when I popped up, it looks like I'm hiding in the bushes. And
Okay.
that's what he assumed. After I got up from the stairs, I was calm. I just asked him, where y'all going? What's going on? The guy got scared, obviously. He was like, I don't want to be involved with this. And
It was
disappeared.
dying.
He ran off.
He
Yeah,
did
he
not
ran off.
say.
You've been watching too many episodes of Cheaters.
Thank you. And first, let's be clear. He did not.
I really
he was not
haven't.
calm. He jumped out the bushes like a maniac. That man was scared. Started running. It was very, very stressful.
Well, that's what he
Please.
deserves. He shouldn't have been on your back. He got pissed off at me, and he tased me. Your Honor, I'm dead serious. So I got really upset, and I was like,
So you're saying you tased him out of self-defense? If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV.
we got in the car, we got into a disagreement about something that happened in the club with another supporter, a friend. And Shad, I can't bring up anything to Rashad. Like, it's only when he has an issue with me, like, it's okay for him to, like, bring it up. But when I have an issue with him, it's like a whole big ordeal. So he got pissed off at me, and he proceeded to tase me with I don't know what he was doing with a stunt gun. And it wasn't like a full-on one, but he zapped me just enough. So I got really upset, and I was like...
So you're saying you tased him out of self-defense?
First of all, we were arguing in the car, so I pulled over so we can discuss it like grown men. He got out the car, got on my face. He was like right here. And I like kind of like tapped him with the taser. It didn't even like go off. It was like, like a little teeny, boop, like a little buzz. And he like was like acting like I like legit
That was
like,
enough for me.
Police tased him.
You don't think it counts because you only touched him with the taser?
Yeah,
You didn't go full-fledged
It was a
pointing
warning,
it at
like
him.
back up off me, like. Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Did he
just a
back up?
warning.
What was his reaction to that?
He attacked me.
I just got upset, Your Honor, and I got out the car, and I screamed in his face. And then we just kind of like went back and forth arguing. That's what I would call it.
So, and now you're suing for $450 because you moved.
Yes.
You left. What happened? Why did you leave?
Because he was out every single night. Like, I legit was, like, scared that I was gonna get corona. So I was like, I can't stay here.
I
Like,
actually think that is a genuine concern. And when he expressed this concern to you, why didn't you stay home?
Because at that point, I was kind of upset already, and I was just
About
like,
what? You just gotten engaged.
Thank you.
You only been engaged 4 months. What could you
Here-
possibly be that upset about
I
right
was
now?
tired of arguing in the house. That's a
But we
lot.
were only
for a
arguing
man.
because you were always
Is it
out.
the pressure of being home
Yeah.
together and all that time? Is that what was getting to you?
It
Because
was getting to me.
You do understand you just proposed and you're getting married. So what
Yep.
do you think happens when two people get married?
I feel like there's
It's a lot of time. Let me tell you something. When you choose who you marry, you know who you're choosing? Somebody you're gonna spend a lot of time with. I mean, this is the person you will be spending most of your time with. So if you can't handle it after only being engaged for 1 month, you certainly can't handle it in a long-term marriage. Why did you not take a step back and stay home for your own safety and well-being in consideration of his feelings?
I felt like I was. I didn't feel like it was as extreme as he's making it.
But he did. That's what
Yeah.
he's telling you.
Yeah.
Are you listening to what he told you how he felt? No.
No.
Okay, why?
I'm only worried about the way I feel now. Because
Well, that's
I
why
gave
you
him a chance.
That's why you're not ready to be married. Because when you get married...
I feel like I know that I'm in love with him.
Well, that's not enough.
And I know that I want to be with him.
You don't want to be with him 3 nights out of the week.
Right.
That was
you want to
just
be
that
out
time
dancing
frame.
or be with your friends.
But here's the problem. When you get into a marriage, a long-term relationship, it's not just about you anymore. There's a lot of compromise. There's a lot of sacrifice. And this is one of those times what he's saying to you is completely reasonable because it's not even just about him. It's about you as well. You said you didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Correct.
Okay, so you're just not ready then.
I was stuck on the way I felt at the time. The whole not wearing his ring, the whole me seeing him out with people that I know he shouldn't be around. I was harboring my feelings, so at the time...
Yes, that was prior to you proposing. Because when you proposed, this entire pandemic happens. So you obviously made a decision to move forward with marriage. That is what I'm talking about.
Got it.
So if you're going to keep basing all of your decisions on what happened earlier in the relationship, there's no need to propose. What is the point of proposing if you're not ready to move forward in marriage?
Right.
I'm not saying it's never gonna work, marriage is never gonna work, but you just need more time right now.
Right.
Because right now, you're just not ready.
Right.
To make the kind of commitment that needs to be made.
When I proposed to Rashad, that was a big deal for me. So I feel like it's a smack in my face, like a lot of things that happened along the way. Since I proposed, I came out in front of my family. Like this was a big deal for me. Like he was the only man that I was confident enough to say I love you in front of basically the world.
That is a big deal.
Yeah, my mom, nobody knew. So for me, it's like, it's a really sensitive subject. So I just need a little more respect. I feel like it's more one-sided when it comes to our relationship. And maybe it's on both sides, I'm not sure, but.
Well, listen, I don't know why he's not really wearing his ring and all those Instagram posts. I don't think it's because of lemon pepper chicken all the time, just so you know, okay? But there needs to be more communication between the two of you about your feelings and about his feelings. Because I want the two of you to understand the type of time commitment you're making. You couldn't even last a month without getting out of the house during this time period. You know, this is interesting because before this case, when I read your papers, I thought he doesn't owe you $450 because you weren't forced to move. But I think you made a decision to move on your own. But given the circumstances of what was happening and the seriousness of this pandemic, I don't blame him for moving. He had every right to move because of your behavior and what you were doing. You said that you were just going over to a friend's house. He sees you on Instagram with 5 other people over there. Y'all doing a whole routine. You're not even social distancing over there with your dance group. So I can understand why he felt he had no other choice but to move. So I'm actually gonna order you to pay the $450 because I think he is owed that given the circumstances and that he had no other choice but to leave what he thought was an unsafe environment. And you were the person creating that unsafe environment by continuing to go out and acting irresponsible with your friends just because you felt like you needed to get out. That's my judgment in this case. $450, verdict for the plaintiff.
Boom! Cut me my check, period, I think that she ruled correctly, sweetie, okay?
I think
Gavel.
I think that
run me my check. Run me my coins, period.
Okay.
Thank you, baby. Love you so much.
I said okay.
All that rapping, run me my check. Don't even do too much talking. I won the
This
end.
is some I'm done. When we get home, it's a wrap.
Look, cut me my check.